Yes, today we are going to learn about data source or data blocks in Terraform. Generally, all the blocks in Terraform file is used to create or update the resources. But data block is used to fetch the existing resources. And you can refer this existing resource while creating a new resource. So in short, data block is used to fetch and refer existing resources. For example, in GCP, I already have an existing resource that is Terraform VPC demo. That is one of the existing VPC. So now using data blocks in Terraform, I'm going to fetch this existing resource that is Terraform EPC demo. Then I'm going to refer this existing resource to create a new firewall rule. Currently, you can see there are no firewall rules. I'm going to create a new firewall rule using Terraform. Let's create the Terraform file now. First, I'm going to create a main.tf file. First, I'm going to add the provider block. Provider will be my GCP, that is why provider is Google. Then project and region, I'm going to fetch it from my variables. Then the credentials will be this JSON file that I've already added in my project folder. Then I'm going to fetch the existing resource, that is existing VPC, using the data block. So I'm going to define data block now. In data resource type will be my VPC type, that is Google Compute Network. Then I can give a name, that is existing VPC. Then the actual resource name, that is name equal to the name of the VPC in GCP. Name of the VPC is Terraform VPC demo. Let's copy this. Let's add that VPC name here. That's it. This is the data block. This is how we can fetch the existing resources. So fetch part is complete. Let's refer this existing resource while creating the new resource. That is nothing but while creating a firewall rule. Let me add that block here. To create a new resource, I'm going to use a resource block, and the resource type will be firewall. That is Google Compute Firewall. Then the name LOSSH. Here in network, I'm going to refer the existing resource. That is nothing but existing VPC. So in network, I'm going to define data dot Google Compute Network dot existing VPC. And obviously in network, I have to add the ID of my existing VPC. That's why I have added .id here. So data dot Google Compute Network dot existing VPC, that is nothing but this name, then .id. Then allow role here, I have to mention the port, that is SSH port, that is 22. Then the protocol will be TCP. Then the direction, that will be ingress, means it will be incoming role. Then the source ranges. How we added 0.0.0.0/0 means entire world. This 22 port is open for entire world now, but this is not a best practice, but this is a just demo project. That's why I added 0.0.0.0/0 here. Otherwise, we have to add the specific IP ranges. So that's it. Let's save this main.tf file now. Next, obviously, I have to create a variables.tf file. So variables.tf. Here I have to define two variables, that is project ID and region. Then for variable value, I have to add one more file, that is terraform.tf first file. Here, let me add my project ID. So that's it. All the files are created. Let me run Terraform init now. Terraform init. So Terraform has been successfully initialized. Let's run Terraform plan now. Here you can see for data block for existing VPC, you can see reading here, and the reading is completed after 1 second here, and it found the resource, there is Terraform VPC demo here. Then for create, I am going to add a firewall rule. So here 1 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. That data block not come into picture here. Only one resource that going to create it, that is the firewall rule. Let's run Terraform apply now. Terraform apply. Here again you can review, there is 1 to add, that is nothing but firewall rule. Let's enter value, that is yes now. Here you can see that firewall LOSSH rule is creating. So first it will fetch the existing VPC ID, that is my Terraform VPC demo ID. Then it will add a firewall rule for that particular VPC. The firewall rule is added now. Let me check in GCP now. If I go to my Terraform VPC demo VPC, if I click on firewalls here, I can see one VPC firewall rule, and that is LOSSH rule. And if I click on allow SSH rule, I can see the port here, that is TCP 22 port, and the IP ranges will be 0.0.0.0/0. So that's it. You can fetch an existing resource using data block. Then you can refer that existing resource in my resource block, like data dot this particular existing VPC. So you can fetch any existing resource using data block. For example, you want to fetch a latest image of Ubuntu VM type. For that, you can use data block like this. You can fetch the image, then you can use this image to create an VM. Or if you want to fetch an existing SSH keeper, then you can use this data block. So like this, you can use data block for fetch any existing resources. So this data block is very helpful block in Terraform. So that's it for today. Subscribe and check out other videos too.